white supremacists that are behind me. Look at that. all these white supremacists that support the White House. They're all, look at that, all right there. You know, it's terrifying. Oh shit. Oh shit. Watch out, nobody. Watch out.
Okay, so y'all just saw that video right there. Now this was sent to me by one of my followers and most likely subscribers on Twitter, and shout out to Tweet God Right for sending me this video. I didn't know if I was going to talk about this or not, but I said, you know what, I have to say something. So do y'all remember when I did a video about how Stacey Dash and Ben Carson were going to be the headline speakers for some kind of black leadership, young black leadership convention that was in DC? Well, this is at this event right here. And as you can see, it is a sea of sunken place Negroes. They're just flocking to this particular event. And I guess they went to the White House where I guess 45 spoke to them or some whatever. Something that really wouldn't have caught my eye to begin with had it not been for this video. So the guy holding the video camera and doing the talking, his name is Rob Smith, and the other guy, his name is, what's his name? Adam Irby, or at least that's what his name is on his Twitter account. And I noticed in one of the pictures, this Adam character, he's taking a picture with apparently looks to be another woman. I'm not sure who that woman is. It could be his mother. I'm not. Oh, it's his. It's It's Daryl Scott, the Brian Pumper impersonator, and his wife of all people at the White House. Now, before I really get into this, I wanted to say that this looks like one big sunken place convention. Let's be real here. That's exactly what it looks like. One big sunken place convention. But the thing that really rubbed me the wrong way is the stuff that came out of this Rob Smith's mouth. Saying, look at all these white supremacists. Look at all these white supremacists. You know what he's doing? He's mocking black people because black people, for the most part, those with a functioning brain, know who is the main core supporters of 45. But he's mocking it, saying, see, black people like Trump too. So what are you going to do? Call us white supremacists as well? No, but I'll just call you an Oreo, just like I call the rest of them, like David Clark, Daryl Scott, and the rest of them. I call you the same thing I call them. But what I thought was also very interesting too is that on the side where his bio is on his Twitter account, and I'm going to read to you what it says. America's favorite black gay Republican. Then he has the American rag and the LGBT flag right next to each other. Then it says Iraq vet, political commentator, speaker, and then he puts his inquiries information there. So we already know he's a traitor, not because he's a gay man, but because we know he would throw his own under the bus in a heartbeat for conservative rights and gay rights. And this is a black man. We already know he does not live the B1 lifestyle whatsoever. If he had to choose what flag he would burn, one out of the three, between the American rag, the LGBT flag, and the Pan-African flag, the red, black, and green flag, we already know which one he would burn first. And it would be the one that's not made in China. Let's just put it that way. But it's people like him and even the guy next to him that are very dangerous to the black community. And when I'm looking at some of the pictures that I saw, they were all huddled up, and all these individuals, and they were all black, by the way, and they all had on that "Make America Great Again" hat. And I said, people think that Kanye does not have any influence. There you go. And see, what's going to end up happening is you're going to have people like them that's going to be pushed to the forefront by mainstream media and say, these are the speakers for black people. They don't speak for me. I speak for me. I don't need no one to lead me nowhere. And if I did, it for damn sure wouldn't be these two or the other people that was at this traitorous event. I almost didn't make this video, to be quite honest, but when I heard him say what he said and saying, look at all these white supremacists, it was mocking language is what he was, that was mocking that he was doing. He was mocking black people who call racism out. We already know if racism was to smack him in the face, he would just sit there and take it. Well, shoot, with him being a gay man, he would probably really take it, if you know what I mean. This is like this is this is crazy. I don't know whether to be like to laugh at this or be pissed or do a combination of both at the same time. But like I said, you ain't gonna free everybody. You're not gonna free everyone. That's what Harriet said. She said she freed 1,000 slaves. She said I would free 1,000 more if they knew they were slaves. These two and everyone that's there most likely wouldn't be there as well. And I'm looking through the comments, and of course, it's mostly white people saying, finally, there's some hope for the future. See, this is what white people want. They want black people like this. They want them sunken place Negroes so they can, so they don't have to worry about being called out on their BS. So they need a pet. That's exactly what these two, as well as the other people that were there, that's exactly what they are. They are pets. And to be honest, they probably don't care that they will be seen as such. Just as long as they can find a spot next and cozy up to white mommy and white daddy, or I'm sorry, white zaddy. A disgrace is what it is. Then you got people that's probably gonna come for me and saying I'm wrong for stating this. Well, aren't I allowed to express my First Amendment right? That's what they like to express all the time. But when it goes against their own interests and their own opinions, then they're upset. Well, stay mad. Y'all let me know what you think about this abomination down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one. And one more thing. It takes more than trying to talk like this and like or like that and mock black people to try to be a makeshift Carlton Banks anyway. That man is more blacker than you on and off the show. And one last thing, I'm glad I caught this before I decided to upload this video. Let's hone in on the Rob Smith character. Now, if y'all remember earlier in the video, I mentioned how it mentioned that he was a black gay Republican or Republican. Now, I don't know if y'all have heard so far. I didn't make a video on it, but I'm going to touch on it right now. 45, the same person he went all the way to DC to go meet and, coon it up and do whatever and say these disparaging remarks, is trying to scale back on transgender rights. LGBT, T for transgender. And how is he trying to do this? Well, apparently, if y'all haven't heard, 45 wants to backpedal on something that was implemented through former President Barack Obama. And that's pretty much for anyone who has transitioned into whatever they have become, whether it's a man to a woman or a woman to a man, to identify as what they have transitioned into. Well, 45 wants to scale that back and say, well, I don't care how much transitioning you're going to do, you're still going to identify with whatever chromosomes you have or whatever you were born as. And this guy is a member of that community. But from what I've heard, based on some things, a lot of people who are in that community don't even get along with the people under the label of T anyway. So it doesn't surprise me he will go along with this as well. Now I wonder, are people in that community who know who this guy is, are they going to dismiss him because they've already dismissed Bruce Lynn Jenner? And Bruce Lynn Jenner, aka Bruce Jenner, because I'm not going to call him Caitlyn. They've been dismissed him because he came out as a staunch 45 supporter, but now he doesn't want to be that anymore because of that very same thing that I just told you. That's why I said Bruce Lynn Jenner and the rest of them Kardashians are so damn fake. He only want to go against it because of what it's going to do to him personally. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up at the end. I'm glad that I caught on to that. I didn't catch it in the beginning, but yeah, there it is. Now I'm done.